Hello, good morning everybody. Thank you for coming back to join me. I'm continuing making my Shakespeare's Ladies journals, and this is part two. Part one should have been uploaded by now. As I said in the first video, I tend to change my mind as I'm making things, and yes, I've changed my mind. So I was going to make one journal, 4 signatures, but it's already getting quite large, as you can see. So what I've done and what I've decided to do is I'm going to make 2 journals, each with 2 signatures, and I think they're going to be soft cover. Let me just reach the fabrics that I'm thinking of. So I think I'm going to still stick with this sort of greeny teal because I really like that. And then for the other one, not necessarily in this order, I've got this fabric, which I think is like it could be upholstery. It's probably curtain fabric actually. It's not thick enough for upholstery, and that's got lovely diamonds in it, so that's quite nice and quite regal. I think that would look quite nice. And I've also got some red, and this is similar to that one. I think it's called grunge, so it's red with little bits in, and I'm kind of tending to go with this. I know that's got purple in it, but this is going to be the cover, so I'm not decided yet, but it will be one or the other of those. So I thought I'd bring you along with me and show you where I've got to. So as I say, they're going to be 2. This one, or these 2 signatures, have got the lace edge, and these 2 have got like a crochet trim. Sorry, that just went out of focus, didn't it? So these have got like crochet trim on. So they're going to have the same flips and things in. So we saw this one last time, and I've put the journaling cards in there. I'm thinking of that going on there as a little tuck pocket, so that's why that's just laying loose in there. And then we made this one, and I've put the journaling cards in there. So we did that one last time, and that flips out, and it's got a journaling card there as well. So I've done a couple of other things as well since I saw you last. Which one did I put it in? Yep, in this one towards the back, I've put this flip here, and that's going to flip out, and it's got inspired by Rachel Roxy Creations when she was using her this is tracing paper, not vellum, but I've just made a little pocket there. Oh, that's why it won't go in. It's got little bits of paper on the back, so that's some extra space. So put that edge in first, and then some paper there. So I've done that. I don't think I've done anything else at the moment. I've lined these. I think they're going to be pockets rather than flips, but I've lined that. So I think that's all in that one. This one, I decided that this is going to be a pocket. So I've got a journaling card that I'm going to make bigger in there. Oh, I've done this one in the second flip, so that flips out. Going to have a journaling card in there, and then there's a little pocket here on the front, and these are quotes from Mrs Cog on Shakespeare. It's just got some little tags tucked in there, and then that just goes in there. That one's not been backed or stitched around yet, and I don't think there's any more in those. So my peg system is still working, because this is the signature 2 and that one's signature 1. So that's going to be one journal, but if it gets much bigger, it'll end up being 4 journals. Yeah, there's a chance for it to change yet. I've made a couple of things to go in this one. I think it was this one, yeah, with that green. I've made an envelope that's going to go on there, and that's going to have that tucked behind it in there. So that's that one. And then I've got a corner pocket there, and that's going to have that card in there, and that's Gertrude, Hamlet's mother. And I know it because Mrs Cog very kindly puts the names of people on the bottoms of her quotes and her photos. So that's where I'm at the moment. So I thought I'd just bring you along with me and make a few things. that I need to go in the journal, because I'm going to use the same things in each journal, but obviously in different places. So I need another of the envelopes. So just grab that. So this envelope is made out of one of the book pages, and it's from The Taming of the Shrew. I've put one of the images there from Sarah's kit, from the Shakespeare Ladies kit. I've not done the back because it's going to be glued onto the page. So I'm going to make one of those. Not difficult to do, but I guess this is the way that I do them. I just want to neaten that edge off so it's not somewhere buried. There we go. So how's everybody doing? It's a bright sunny day here in the UK, but it is quite chilly. So I'm going to fold that. I just want to make sure it's going to fit on a page, don't I? So it's going to go similar to where this one's going. So I want it to fit on the page and still have a, where's the core creases there? And then it's going to have the flip over. Yeah, that'll be okay. It's no good making it and then finding it doesn't fit, is it? Just neaten up that edge so it's level. There we go. And I think this is going to go the opposite way. So I'm going to put this in the opposite way. So that's going to go that way. And I quite like the paper that I used on the last one. And I think I've got a bit left. So it's just got an edge to it. And I think this is from Medieval Mirage. So I'm going to put that on there. And then I'm going to put an image there. So as I say, similar to the one that I've done. Pencil. I don't always do them the same. I usually try and do them differently, but I just liked the edge of this paper. I thought it was quite nice to go on. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm trying to be organised and keep the papers, oh it's there, look, together. So I've got a group of medieval Mirage papers and some of Rachel's papers, and then I've got Sarah's papers. So I'm quite organised with this one. So that's going to go on there. I'm just going to put my glue on. I'm getting glue everywhere. I think I'm coming to the end of this glue stick actually. Now I'm confusing myself, aren't I? So it's going to go that way. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Silly me. It isn't difficult to confuse me, I have to say. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that you can see that it's a book page that I've used. I think that adds to it. And of course, when you open it, you're going to see that it's Midsummer Night's Dream. Now, I'm not going to close this pocket straight away because I want to put an image just here. But the way that I close these pockets, you notice that I've left a little bit of overhang. And the reason that I do that, I will glue that onto the back. And the reason that I do that is it gives the pocket that bit extra of a pouch. Whereas if I was to sew it, so imagine I've stitched it, it makes it quite a tight pocket. So I like to fold these edges over and just give it that bit extra. That way, Carol. So I've cut all my little pictures out. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put on there. And I can't cut across that because she's too high up, isn't she? End up cutting her head off. And the same with that one. Not sure. Oh, I've got some others that are cut out. Just bear with me a moment. Okay, sorry, back again. So I've put that one on there. Happy with that. And then I want something to go across the top. Might use a bit of that actually. I quite like that one. Helps if you have it the right way around, Carol. That tears easier, doesn't it? Okay, so that's going to go on there. Spot of glue. Oops, throw in my glue. Just open that out and I'm going to stick that up to that edge there. And just trim these off. And I am going to stitch around that. There we go. Just fold that back in. And that will go that way. And I want, they're going to be folded in, aren't they? So that's how we're looking at the moment. In my little bits box, I've made a few little snips. So I want something to go on there. I don't want to cover her face up. I could cut that a bit shorter though, couldn't I? That's quite a big one. Or it could go further back. What do you think about that one? Quite like that. Oh, I think maybe the blue might be nice, mightn't it? The blue and the gold. So I think I'm just going to cut a bit off of that. Sorry, banged you. Only because I don't want it to tap in her face too much. How does that work now? Still covers the edge of that envelope. And that was the one. Oh, that's better. Yeah, I prefer that. Fabulous. So I'm going to stick that on there. So roughly in the middle. Sorry, I've gone quiet while I'm thinking about gluing, haven't I? Let's close that up. There we go, like that. So I'm just going to go and stitch. I'm going to stitch along that bit, bearing in mind I've not stuck that down. I'm going to stitch round here, across the top of that, and then I'm going to stitch round here. So 2 minutes, you won't even miss me. Okay, hi, I'm back again. So I've stitched around, I don't know if you can see, I've done a zigzag stitch round there. Oh, I forgot to do that bit. Okay, so as I was saying, I've stitched all the way around that. I've stitched along the edge just so that it gives it that little bit extra reinforcement with things going in and out. And then I've stitched with some loose threads dangling. I've stitched around that. Okay, so now just close up that. I'm going to put glue on these just to close it and make it, oops, daisy, make it into an envelope. That one there. And that one there. And then that is good to go. So it's going to stick onto a page there. I'm going to probably have it as a tuck spot just there, the same as the other one, but it'll go somewhere different in the other journal. So I'm happy with that. You can see it's got a nice big pouch there to put something in, and you can still see Midsummer Night's Dream. So that's that one, another piece done. So the two, I like those. Yep. And they might end up going in different journal, but I wanted two of everything. So the next one that I'm going to make, if you can bear for me to stay that little bit longer, I can't remember which one it was in, else I'd show it to you. Is it this one? Nope. It's in here, isn't it? This one. So that one, I want to make another one of those to go in the other journal. That one, this one's actually glued in, only because I was stitching the lace down, so I wanted it to be on. So for this one, I've already got myself a piece of book page, and again it's Midsummer Night's Dream. I know it says it there and it's cut off, but I've got lots of pages of it. Oh, it's there. So I'm going to stick that over it so you can actually still see that it is. I didn't like the big white border, so I'm going to put that on there. It's not straight, is it? Which doesn't surprise me. Let me just straighten all that up. Let's start as we mean to go on, shall we? Do it straight. So that is going to go on there. Yeah, that's not bad. So I'm going to put glue on that bit first. Actually, I'm just going to put glue all over it. So I want this one, I'm going to use this as the inside of my pocket as well. So I'm going to put glue all the way down that one. And then hope that I can line it up nicely to stick it on. So that's going to go there. That's going to go on the back. And that is going to fold over. And that just gives that edge that little bit of stability as well. And then that's going to be hinged onto the page. Same as it was in this one. Oops. I've put a piece of paper over it, but that hinges on there like that. So I'm happy with that. Very nice. I wanted to use some of the additional pages, the Shakespeare book that I'd got. I know they're not, well, I suppose there are lots of ladies in all of Shakespeare's plays, aren't there? So they are all kind of relevant. Just trim that excess off there. And I've already measured this, so I know it's going to fit into the other journal. So I like that. That's going to be there. For example, it'll fit on there so that you can see that, and then it will flip out that way, and there'll be a pocket just there. So I think that looks nice. Don't know where it's going to go in the journal yet. I tend to make 2 or 3 pockets and then place them and see how chunky it's getting, and then do another couple. So this one, the same as the other one, I want it to have a pocket of tracing paper, which is what I've got there. So how wide is that? How wide do I need my tracing paper to be? I don't want it to come all the way to the end of the flip. So I think I'm going to do it about 2 3/4 wide. I think that will be enough. So this is Rachel Rox's Creations did quite a few vellum pockets, and as I say, I haven't got vellum, but I've got this tracing paper, and it's quite sturdy. In the UK, I got it from, oh, it's here. I was just looking for this pocket. In the UK, I got it from Hobbycraft, and it is quite sturdy. I've used it quite a lot, and you can print on it as well. So that's going to go there like that. I want a little divot in the middle, about there. And I find with this tracing paper, though, it doesn't like me punching holes. Have I got a punch? And this punch that I've got isn't very good, so cross your fingers. And you see, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like the vellum, even if I put something behind it. Never mind. There. Problem sorted. And then I'm going to glue that on there. I don't want it to go all the way into the crease, do I? And that'll be a pocket, and then I will stitch around there. Did I stitch around the other one? Doesn't really matter, as I say, they're not going to be identical. I did, yeah. Glue that sticks vellum. Sorry if you can hear my dog snoring in the background, I apologise. She likes to be in this room in the daytime because the sun is here in the mornings. So just putting a little bit of glue on there. And the way that I work as well, I don't make the tags and everything as I go along. Well, I do make them as I go along, but I do tend to do them in batches. So I'll make 2 or 3 pockets. Just check I'm not interfering with that hinge. I'll make 2 or 3 pockets, and then I'll go back and I'll do the tags for them. And then I will put the pockets into the journal that I'm making. And then I can see how chunky it's getting. There we are. So that's going to be a tuck pocket. So I'm going to stitch all the way around here. So if you just bear with me, I'll get that done as well. Okay, so I'm back again. So I've stitched all the way around. I don't know if you can see it. Stitched all the way around that. And it's caught the vellum in as well. So that's given me that lovely pocket just there. Okay, I know that you can see the glue there, but it didn't show on the other one. I think it might be because that's a lot darker, so hopefully that'll disappear when it dries. But then again, when you've got something in there, you're not going to see it, I don't think. So that's, I think, is going to go just there in this journal. I quite like it just there. I don't know what you think, but that's where it's going to go. So I'm going to glue that in. I'm going to commit myself. Find the glue. So as I say, it's not going in the same place as it was in the other journal, but that's the way that I like it. So it's got the same tucks and pockets and things, but different placements. Glue it in nicely. Let's put some glue down the edge there. Make sure it's in. Make sure I'm putting it the right way round as well. Make sure it's not sticking to the other page. There we go. And on the other one I put a tab on it, didn't I? I have tabs. I have tabs. Here we go. Sorry, I was just reaching. See if we can see a tab that we think will... Nope. Will go. And I have a friend that very, very kindly punched me some of these tabs. Don't mind that one. That one stands out actually, doesn't it? Yeah, I think I'll use that one. Love these whale tail tabs. And as we all know, we can't get the whale tail punch, can we? But as I say, somebody very, very, very kindly punched me some. And I am using them. I thought I would hoard them, but then I thought, what was the point of her doing it for me if I'm just going to hoard them? The trouble with these, I think it's Tim Holtz paper, isn't it, this? And the trouble with the Tim Holtz paper is I have got a pack of Tim Holtz paper and I must have had it over a year. And I just don't want to use it. And I don't know why, because it's not as if I won't be able to replace it, is it? Oh, Butterfingers. So I want that to go towards the top there. Yeah, I like that. It just shows then that it's a flip, doesn't it? And then on the other one, I just want to, same, I want to cover that hinge. And I think I'm going to use that. Let me just take this page out of here. Oops, it's all coming apart. Put the glue on there. I don't want it wider than the pocket, do I? Because I don't want it to stick out too much. And then I'm just going to rip that down. I think it just adds that little bit of interest to the page as well, and it hides that little edge. It's very white, isn't it? I'll just put some ink on there just to get rid of that whiteness. There we go. And then that's just going to stick on there, top to bottom. I think I might cut it off after I've glued it, actually. I think it just adds that bit of interest. I think I said that to you, didn't I? So that, excuse me if I get my head in the way. It's not interfering. I thought for one horrible minute I'd glued it on and it was interfering with that flipping over. But it's not. Cut that edge off. And of course I've took this apart and can't get it back together again. Oops. There we go. So that will be on there and it will flip out that way, and I will put a card in there. I really like that. Yeah, I'm happy with that, pleased with that. Okay, so that was 28 minutes of your time, and I've only made 2 things. I will try and speed up with my videos, but I do, as you can see, I do tend to faff around and change my mind quite a lot. But thank you so much for joining me, and I will do another video of some other pockets that I'm going to use to decorate these journals. But thank you so much for joining me. Any questions or comments, then please do let me know. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Bye bye.